You are working super hard to generate a ton of high quality leads for your clients, and then what do? Nothing. They don't follow up. There's no response. They let them just sit there. And then before you know it, the lead is cold and somehow it is still all of your fault. Let me show you how CloseBot can fix this problem for good by actually saving your clients' leads, delivering better results for them, and then actually helping you retain those clients. And then they no longer blame you. Let's jump in and get started. Okay, so we all know the story, right? You are running a great database reactivation campaign that's working really well, or you're running some killer ads that are getting great results, and the leads are flowing in, and all of a sudden you get the call that the leads are terrible, nothing is working, and they want to quit. But in reality, something else is happening. And so let's take a look at what that looks like. A lead comes in, maybe from that database reactivation, from that great Facebook ad. The client takes over the follow-up. Let's say that the client's really busy and your client follows up by phone maybe 48 hours later, and they leave a voicemail. And of course, the person that called them probably called 3 other businesses right after they called them and they didn't answer. And their potential client already moved on to another company, and so they're not even going to respond to that voicemail. Your client never follows up again. They only do it that one time. And then, of course, the lead goes cold. That's what happens when you don't contact leads and follow up. And then that opportunity is lost forever. They don't get the sale, they don't get the revenue, and you are the one to get all the blame. So let's take a look at the other side and what actually happens when CloseBot's in the picture. The lead comes in, and this time CloseBot is going to take over. Instead of 48 hours later, CloseBot is going to send instant follow-ups on every platform. Potential client didn't answer right away, or maybe the conversation started but didn't finish and they didn't get booked. CloseBot is going to continue to follow up consistently and professionally until the lead responds. And then when the lead responds, the lead is going to be engaged, qualified, and booked on your client's calendar. And then that's when the client gets the sale and you get the credit because you have put this into place. And instead of them saying, oh, these leads are terrible, they suck, they're going to be like, oh my gosh, this is amazing, because it was literally that easy and they didn't have to lift a finger and neither did you. So we are inside a CloseBot right now, and I'm going to show you what a quick bot flow looks like. And I know you're probably wondering what it takes to actually build AI like this, what it takes to automate all of this follow-up, and how you can make this work for your agency and your business. I'm going to share a shortcut that worked for me, that got me super successful and getting this in place for businesses right away in just a moment. Let's talk about this bot flow real quick. This is a MedSpa bot. So I have this set up to do a little bit of qualifying for any lead that comes into the business. We're going to ask some qualifying questions. And the way I work is when I get a client, I sit down and I walk through their entire sales process as if they got on the phone with someone or they were sitting in front of a potential client of theirs. I'm going to see what that process looks like, and then I am going to match that and duplicate it on CloseBot. So I'm going to ask a couple questions. First thing I ask is the desired service. What service are they looking for? Remember, again, this is a med spa. Next thing I'm going to ask is, have they had any previous treatments? I'm also asking name. Keep in mind with CloseBot, one super cool thing is if the contact record inside of high level, because remember, CloseBot and high level work extremely well together. If the contact record has any of this information, CloseBot's just going to skip right over it. So it doesn't ask a bunch of repetitive questions that it doesn't need and that it already has. Moving on next to areas to treat, we're going to ask, where do you want these treatments to happen? What part of your face? What part of your body? Ask phone number if we don't have it. And then I'm going to just check in and ask if they need anything else, if they have any other questions. Again, we're just building rapport. We're making sure they feel comfortable and getting all of the information while we're also getting the information that the business needs. We're going to ask if they want to book an appointment, and then we're actually going to book it. CloseBot is going to give a few times, suggest a few times. We're going to have that calendar all completely connected so that it'll know the client's availability, offer a few times, and book it right on the spot. Again, gathering email if we need it, and then that's it. It's simply done. So that's the flow of the bot. And then real quick, I want to show you how easy it is to automate follow-ups and add those in. So our first setting that we're going to turn on is the smart follow-up. So let's say that during the conversation, our client's lead says something like, "Can you please follow up with me next week? I really want to talk to you next Friday at 5." CloseBot is automatically going to know that, and it's going to schedule that follow-up. And then if we want to add more follow-up on top of that, let's say they maybe responded the first time, right? They responded the first time, but then somewhere along the line, they got busy and the conversation kind of stopped. So we're going to add some follow-up here to make sure that the conversation continues. So I'm going to start with 3 hours, and then I'm going to add another one, and I'm going to do 4 hours this time. And then I'm going to add another one, and this time I'm going to do 1 day. And I'm going to add, say, 2 more. I'm going to do another one at 1 day, and then I'm going to do another one at, let's say, 3 days. You can see that this is super customizable and you can add in whatever you want. Check it out. I've got a completely built out follow-up sequence. I've got my smart follow-ups toggled on so that it will recognize if the lead wants to follow up at a specific time and make sure that that happens. And then I've got my follow-up sequence completely built in so that you can sit back and not have to lift a finger and let your clients enjoy and reap the benefits of this consistent follow-up, because we know as marketers that the fortune is in the follow-up, and this is how you do it completely hands-off, but completely effectively. If you are wanting to build conversational AI and automated follow-up like I showed you here today, the Bot Launch Accelerator is absolutely the fastest way to make that happen. I know I have been in their program since the very start for about 6 or 7 months now, and I got my first client within 2 weeks. That client is still with me today. They are loving it. And I even had a client that was completely able to replace a call center with the conversational AI system that I built for them. And it is all because of everything that I learned in this accelerator group. Let me show you around a little bit. This is the classroom area. It has literally everything that you need. It has a complete bot masterclass so that you can learn how to prompt, build, and succeed with CloseBot so that you can provide this for your clients. There are 2 weekly calls every single week with Charles and Jeff where they do Q&As, training. They give you the complete setup for a self-selling AI that you can have set up and ready to go on day 1. But one thing I love about this group is that it is not just about the tools and the information. It is also about the community. I know you guys have been in some of these groups and these communities where there's just not a whole lot going on. If someone posts, there's not really any comments, there's nothing going on. This is a community that has truly come together and helped each other. It is engaging, it is supportive. There are so many smart, successful people in here, and I honestly have never seen anything like this. And I know about engagement because when this group first started, Jeff and Charles actually flew me out to their studios in Texas for having the most engagement in the group. I spent a couple days with them. You can kind of see a picture here. It was such a cool experience. It taught me so much about how much value this program provides, but it also showed me how much Jeff and Charles cares about the success of their members and the success of the community. It was so cool, and plus the food in Austin was also amazing, so I'm going back. If you are ready to stop dealing with all of those wasted leads from your clients and you don't want any more of those phone calls and texts and emails saying, "Hey, those leads were terrible, I'm done," you need to automate your client's follow-up so that it does it for them without having that additional work. And then the Bot Launch Accelerator is just going to be your shortcut to success and a community and tools and resources lifting you up and helping you along the way. Now, I'm going to leave my affiliate link down below. If you join with my affiliate link, you get a one-on-one call with me. We're going to go over everything and see how we can get AI to work for your business. And then I am going to break down everything in the group and show you the best path forward so that you get the most out of that group so that you can get started and going right away and get your own success. I hope this was helpful for you. I would appreciate a like and a subscribe. Let me know if you have any questions. Hope to see you inside CloseBot or the Bot Launch Accelerator soon. Take care. We'll see you next time.